I spent the better part of last year totally redoing behind the scenes stuff, including our website, which is tied into everything else we touch, all the way from our point of sale software system down. It was a monumental job, not only in terms of time, but also money. Big project. And in hindsight, best project we ever did, because we are so prepared for this COVID thing as a result. So sometimes my brilliance just doesn't know that it's there yet. I guess it caught up with me. So most smartest things I ever did. We launched that right before Christmas last year. And I know many of you have been to our website, but today I thought I'd show you some features. There's so much there that I don't know that you realize what all we have on our website. First of all, I do all this myself. I'm not a web designer, but I've been doing my own website since, the dawning of the web ages. So if you go to our main page, swaknew.com, this is what you get. All of these squares are links to things. This one, see, take you to shopping. We'll go there in a minute. This tells about our flagship store. If you wanted to know more about Rowan and the flagship store, you can go straight to Shopping Rowan. It'll show the latest patterns at the bottom that are linked. A little bit more about that. Close that. This will take you to Swag News. Very important link. If you want to know what's going on here, this is the place to go. If you've been watching our videos and have missed out and thought, well, you know how social media is, you see it and then you go back and it's gone, go to swaknews.com. Not only will it take you to the links to all the videos, there will be more information there that may answer some of your questions, like where do I buy the yarn? How do I get the downloads? So those are all tied together. So anytime I post something about a product or with more links, go there. In fact, I even have a shortcut. It's just news.swaknew.com. It'll take you, right here, and then you can go and it'll show the most recent ones, and then you can page through. You can see how many we have, going as far back as, I guess, whatever got pulled over from our old site. So that's a very important link, the big lips. This link is about fashion. It'll tell you more about the clothing and handbags that we carry, the brands, and you can go direct there to shop clothing or shop handbags. Over here is classes. This link isn't terribly useful right now because, not having classes. But normally you can go here and download our class schedule, or it'll also take you to an online registration site where you can register for our classes online. But just remember that for in the future. Right now, those are off the table until things kind of settle down. Inspiration, project ideas. Here we've put together, we just kind of feature some projects. We'll update those occasionally, seasonally with different things that you can make. And like there, the one from the picture, it'll go there. It'll tell you about yarn it takes, the pattern, okay, and what supplies you need. And you can click here and go get the kit, and we will ship it right to you, or you can come pick it up. So a lot of different, if you're just looking for ideas, it's a good place to go. Let's see, Guthrie. That's where we're at. Guthrie's a cool place. A lot of things to know here. We tell you more about the history, architecture. We're on the historic register, all the happening things, all the creative things. We are kind of a creative bubble like no other. And we're quirky. We love being quirky. And then at the bottom, some links to some of our neighbors that we like. Let's see here. Over here, play. This is another link that's not terribly useful right now because we can't come together. But when we do have happenings and events, this is the place to go to see what's happening. As you can see, whatever happens already happened, and there's nothing upcoming for the time being. But in the future, that's the place to go. Over here is original. This is about our original knit and crochet designs that we do. We have a few that are featured. And then down here, you can go to our complete design catalog. It'll show you all of our patterns that you can get, and they're all available as downloads now. Or our complimentary patterns. We have a lot of those too, as you can see. Lots of free patterns for you. That's where you find those. Let me go back. Okay, close that. This is how to get here in case you have not had the opportunity to come here in person. Again, if you come here in person, you're just going to have to see the big rooster. But until we can get back to normal, it'll tell you when we're open, where we're at, where the big rooster is. Because you can always come in the back door when we are open to the public, and then how to get here. So that's useful if you haven't been here before. Let's see, this tells more about us. This is our story. It tells you about the main four of us that are here. I haven't updated this to include Emma because, we haven't been able to get everybody together, but my kids, about my mom, links more just about our story. It'll take you to a series of posts that will tell you all about us, all sorts of interesting things you might not know, along with links to both our scrapbooks, which I told you about in previous videos. Also our Wall of Fame. A lot of very known designers and instructors have been here over the years, and it'll take you through that. They're kind of rotating things. We have all the lips. If you're here next time and you haven't seen it before, if you look up high above the counter, above the classroom, you will see all the lips we've accumulated from just about everybody who's anybody in the business. So that's pretty fun. Our Wall of Fame. Okay, and that's about us. I like to cook. That's one thing I haven't done. I haven't figured out how to film myself. Maybe I need to strap the camera to my head and cook with you guys, but it's not really a good time to, take off on new recipes and cooking because it's more like playing Chopped with what you can get at the store. So that's one reason I haven't either, because I could give you this great recipe with all these ingredients that you can't find, neither can I. So, but when you can cook again, or if you've gotten lucky enough to put all of these ingredients together, we have links to recipes that I've shared over the years. I've got them categorized like a cookbook because I got fancy. And all you have to do is, click on it and it will pull up the whole recipe and tell you different things. I have all sorts of recipes on here. So if you're looking for something new to cook, you can also shop the pantry. As you know, we sell the Maria Ray sauces and chips and the little cookies that are so good from Petal Mississippi. And then some of my very favorite cookbooks, if you want some inspiration. Oh, someone's at the back. Oh, okay. We're going to take a small break. And we're back. We had to get my rent money, so that was a good little timeout. Okay. Moving right along. Over here, we see the typewriter keys. Tells you how to keep in touch with us. You can, if you want to get a hold of us, how to email us, call us, get our online newsletter, which you're not getting it. You really should. I'm not Old Navy. We're not going to harass you. We send one a month. That's about it. Short and sweet. Nobody likes a spammer. And then our social media links. So you can be social. We like to be social. And then over here about our Tiny Toppers campaign, which is where we hand hats out to all the children that come around for Halloween during Guthrie's Downtown Trick or Treat. And as you can see there, it is a mob. Every child in Logan County, I think we run out of hats. We did almost 1,200 last year and we still ran out. So as far as I know, that's still on. We'll see what the fall holds. But if you're sitting home and bored and need something to do, make us hats. We don't have any parameters. As long as it'll fit a kid, we're happy. And then the reason we do it is we hand out information about Sooner Success, which is an organization that really helps parents with kids with needs. And we get that information out. So that's what that's about. And that's what all the big squares are. So they all link to something cool. Up here at the top, at our upper menu, some of it's repetitive. And home is obvious. Classes, same links in the classes one. Pages, we have a lot of pages. Directions and shop hours, I showed you that one. It's just another way to get there. Our loyalty program, which we have. That right now works mainly when you're in the shop. We still have some bugs we're working out on that, but when you can come in next time, sign up and you get percentages off and stuff. Complementary patterns, another way to get to those, just a direct link. Recipes. Nifty tips, I don't have that in the big square. So when you go there, we have all sorts of tips that we've shared. In fact, the series I've been doing on Mom's Cast-Ons will show up here once I get those complete. I'm building that right now, and once I have all those videos, I'll pop those in. Some of them are more written tips, some are videos, but just whenever we add technique that we share, whether it's, through the house party or 24 days, we then, make permanent links here so you can go back and find them. Receive our newsletter. Again, you need to sign up. We're not Old Navy, I promise. And contact us, again, how to get a hold of us. We've been over that. About us, the same thing. We can meet our team, hear our story in our Wall of Fame. An easy link for news, which in case you can't find the big lips, but it works. And then shop. We'll go over to shopping. We now have everything in our store is online. Before we were never able to do that. And especially since I went through my little insanity phase early on in this quarantine where I got obsessed with our buttons and we got buttons on. If it hadn't been for this, I don't know if we ever got the buttons on. I can't tell you how horrible of a project that is to do. It's bad, but we got it done. So you can shop for yarn, obviously, the main thing we sell. We have it organized by company, but if you're not really sure what you're looking for, scroll on down. We have it by fiber and weight. So that will help you find them that way. We have kits, different kits that we have for sale. It's just show right there. Needles, got to have needles and hooks. We have them by brand and then also by type. So that way you can go and find them that way. Accessories, we have so many doodads, as you can see. All sorts of stuff on here that you can go in. We have it categorized by what they do. Let's see here, patterns. Printed patterns, especially with Rowan, are still a thing. We have them by brand. So they will tie in, you know, with different yarns that we carry. And then by project. So maybe you're just looking for crochet patterns or something for men. It doesn't mean that it'll necessarily be a book dedicated with all men or more all crochet, but there will be things in whatever the pattern or pattern booklet is for that. So by category. And the section I just finished, embellishments, the buttons. It doesn't say coming soon anymore. We got our beads up, which is really exciting. We have a lot of beads, and all the beads we carry are 6/0 with the big holes for knitting. You know, unlike bead stores, you have to be really careful when you buy beads, especially online, is a lot of times you really can't tell how big the hole is, and the type of beads that like beaders use don't work for knitting. All the ones we have are yarn friendly. Buttons, the big project that I've finished. By size, by color, so that way you can shop. A lot of work there. So you need a button, you know where to go. Pom-poms, we have the really pretty ones from Rowan, which are gorgeous and they tie on. And shawl pins, yay, finally got those on. They weren't such a big deal to do, but they were all kind of lumped in there with buttons and beads. And so I got all that up finally. Gifts and pantry, we have all sorts of nifty stuff that you may need, from, you know, food to t-shirts. Other gifts, which is just a hodgepodge, our little fans, a guy who holds his phone, little magnifying glasses, our wrist rulers. We have perfumes, lotions and soaps, and the really cool umbrellas. Something for everybody. Handbags and totes, and we have this kind of organized by what they are, and then we made a special section just for the Vendula bags, which I showed you early on in the house party. Gorgeous. Let's see. Fashion or clothing. We carry really nice clothes, made in the U.S. for the most part. Great designers. We have them by designer, but we also have them by piece. And last but not least, gift cards. Everybody needs a gift card. If you're shopping from a phone or a tablet, this upper menu won't be there. Instead, it'll be these little lines. Just click on the little lines, and then there are all those different categories go, and then you can go, you know, from there. In case you can't find it. Sometimes, you know, you're on your phone or your iPad, and you're like, I don't see that. And that's how you get around. A lot of cool things there. If you've been at some of our events lately, we've handed these out, these little bag tags that have a QR code on the back. And in case you're like, oh, it's cute, but why? If you scan this QR code with your phone, it will take you to kind of an abbreviated version of our website with just what you need to know. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Get my camera up here. It helps if you can use the iPad. Where's the camera at? Okay, technical difficulties, hold on. Jeannie's using my phone, so I'm having to, oh, stop. What's it doing? Making a movie now. Photo, there we go. Aha, see how easy it is. There we go. And it'll open it up. And when you do, we call it our Flash Pass. And it'll take you to the most recent news articles, just the last 3, just so you're up to date, and quick links to our class schedule, upcoming events, or how to sign up for an event, our loyalty program, how to get a hold of us, in case you forgot our phone number, and then you can just link directly back into the main website. So we have all those in there. That's what that Flash Pass is for. That's all I had to tell you about today. I hope you enjoy poking around our website.